Hey, y'all, welcome back to the shed. We're gonna try this again tonight, for a few minutes. Essentially, I'm just trying to work out all the bugs, and I think we are getting closer to that. Let me just fix one thing here, because I can't see. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Anyway, this is the Ohio map. It just came out recently. It looks really nice. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to check it out. It's got some really nice foliage and stuff on it. It just looks cool. Just you know what I mean. Unfortunately, it's covered in red equipment, which is not my favorite. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna run it. So you know, old dog, new tricks, and all that, right? I don't really know what's here for equipment yet. I haven't really spent a lot of time looking around the map yet because I kind of wanted to see it as I played it. Um, this is the map for anybody who hasn't seen it. The farm is here. This is a whole bunch of other stuff. I assume there's some productions down here. There's a bunch of stuff you can. There's like you can buy the land where the productions and stuff are to add additional productions. I was told if you buy the land and then buy the production, you can then sell the production and keep the land. But if you buy just the production and you sell it, you don't get the land. Kind of makes sense. Dealerships over here at 57. It's interesting to me that this is purchasable, but I guess if you wanted to put some additional placeables on it or something. I don't know. It just looks like a really cool map. Just thought I'd check it out. Anyway, I hope everyone is good this evening. I spent a lot of time today messing with the settings on the streaming software because for the life of me, I don't know what happened last night, and I apologize for anybody who tried to watch and see what was going on, but it was a mess. And like I said last night, I'm not new to this. This is not something I have never done before. It's just been a while, so I'm a little rusty. So bear with me. Anyway, it looks like we only own these two little tiny fields right here. I don't know how we're going to make any money with those. We have to do some contracts or something. Let me see. So we got alfalfa. I see clover, field grass, flowering catch crop, green rye. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what green rye is for. Let's see. He's popped up potato, red beet, regular rye, silage maize, sorghum. Sorghum was actually in the base game, right? It is now, yeah. Anyway, it hasn't always been, but it is now. Critical vetch rye. I don't know what vetch rye is either. I have to find out. And then winter barley and winter wheat. So that's okay. Well, that'll be interesting. I don't have a ton of mods in here tonight. I wanted to just see how the map ran, and so I didn't dump a bunch of stuff in here. This, there's a lot of sell points for pretty much everything. It looks like well, I see onions. I saw onion. Where did I see it? I know I saw it. Yeah, onion salt, onion soup, onion. So, and then the salmon and trout is in here. So that's obviously goes with the Highlands DLC. And then there is actually, if you tab over here, you can see there's a boat over here. Um, it's on the lake, which is this big lake right here. It's a pretty good sized lake. So it's not that far from the farm either. It's just up the road from the farm. Anyway. Well, I wonder if this is even going to fit out the doors. This thing is kind of big for this barn. I guess we'll give it a try and see what happens. Has anybody played this? Kind of interested to see what people think of it. Anytime you're playing a new map, it's always interesting to see what people think. All right. And I am playing on my controller again tonight because I've been spending so much time trying to get everything else working that I just didn't take the time to set up the wheel yet. I guess I ought to turn a little bit. Oh gosh, look at the ground deformation outside the... Wow. Well, that's new. I haven't seen that done in a map yet. Huh. What is that ground? Is that... I don't know. That's really interesting. Interesting. Alright, well, I guess we'll start with get some equipment out here, and we'll cut this field down and kind of start thinking about what we're going to do to... I might bring these over to the road edge and make some extra room here. I don't know how much room we'll actually have to work with, but we'll see what happens. I don't have a lot of extra, like I said, I don't have any of my admin mods or any of the, like, the, what do you call it? I'm sorry, I'm looking for the header. The ones for like adding money or anything like that in, because I didn't figure I would do that tonight. I just figured I'd just play it and see how it goes. I would like to hear if you're in the chat, if you are watching, let me know how the volume sounds. I cannot be 100% sure how it's going to be because it was good when I checked it with a video, but I can't. There's no way for me to check it with the live except to have somebody tell me what they're hearing or what they're not hearing. I did turn the in-game volume way down, and I think I've got it balanced better, but let me know. Anyway, what you guys think. It's really, like I said, it's really hard to tell. I don't know. If there was somebody, if I knew that for sure there was somebody around that was going to be in here tonight, I would have asked them to let me know that. But I'm getting started really late just because I was just messing around with things, and as I've gotten things working, I thought, well, let me just fire it up and see if it's working now. What is this? How did I even fit in that thing? Look at this. Oh, that's the little, that's from the Asian map, right? I know, I just ran over the crop. I can't help it. It's like $1.95 worth of barley or something I ran over. So don't tell anybody. They don't need to know. What do you think? Should we make some bales off this? I don't know if we have any, I don't know if we have a baler, but we could drop some straw down anyway, just kind of see what happens. I guess, right? Why not? I mean, we need every chance we can make to make $1 off of this. Every possible opportunity, right? Because it's just not much here. Oh, I forgot to hook the header up. Hold, please. Oh gosh. That's the flashlight. That's not right. Where's the... Oh, why is that even out? What the heck is happening there? Okay, so... Hold to attach. Yeah. Okay. I guess in this particular case there is no PTO on this one, just the hydraulics. Another thing I really like to play with is the manual attach and all that. But I'm trying to isolate some problems that I'm having in my game, and I think some of it is in fact mods. So I've been trying to kind of work out which mods might be the cause of it. And so I don't have a lot of mods in here tonight just because of that. And so I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to slowly start adding some of my favorite mods in as I go and see how it affects things. One of the really I was using the advanced vehicle repair mod, and I really like it, but it seems like it might be causing some issues with the frame rates on some of the maps. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna keep playing with it so I get it figured out, guys. Anyway. Because it can take like 3 rounds. We'll be done with this in about 5 minutes. It's a little tiny field. I don't know. Would any field actually, I mean, any farm actually have a field this small on it? I mean, I could see this as a test field. That's about it. But I noticed that a lot of the other fields on this map are enormous. So I think that could be a good thing. Alright, so I don't think we have a baler, but if we don't have a baler, we can lease one just to bale up our stuff. Crap, I missed my turn. Oh, tree. And I do have precision farming in here because it's just a habit. I put it in all my games lately. I really want to learn more about the soil and fertilizer mod. There's so much that I'm trying to kind of figure out where to start with it. So if you're a fan of that and you're playing with that mod and you really like it, I would love to hear more about it. You know, it's kind of one of those things. You know, I commented last night, and I don't expect anybody actually heard me because the audio was so screwed up. But one of the things with that mod is it's so in-depth and it's so accurate that I feel like you're going to have to be a farmer to understand it. And most of us that play this game, while there's a large amount of real farmers that do play farm sim, a lot of us are not real farmers. And so to understand all the chemicals involved and all of the processes, it's a lot. It's a lot. So it's like homework. You gotta almost sit down with a like a manual or something to figure it out, right? Which I'll do. I mean, if I need to. I mean, because I really love the idea of I like to play this game um, somewhat realistically, and like I said, it can be a little difficult at times if you don't understand all the pieces, and I don't pretend to. I'm still learning. Yeah, I've been playing this game since FS 13, nope, 11, and I'm still learning. So, but because it's come a long ways from since then too. So, in the early days, the game didn't have all of the nuances that it has now. I mean, it really didn't, and I think that's good that it's expanded so much, that it's gotten so much better. I don't know, like, in terms of like precision farming, for instance, would it be better to add all this stuff? Yeah, I think it would be great, right? Could we add it to precision farming? I don't know. Could they add all the chemicals and stuff? Maybe. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. I would think it would be possible. It's just his Giant's going to commit to something like that. Kind of like using these small pieces of equipment. I haven't used most of these in a long time. I don't think I've played a game without a lot of mods in it in quite a long time now. So, this is, it might be fun to just continue it this way and see where it goes. Yeah, there are some things, like I do have the advanced vehicle control mod in here. Because there are times when I like to run that GPS instead of the in-game one. Especially if I'm trying to get a round field, I'm trying to straighten out the edges or something. It can be nice to set a straight line instead of having to use the contoured lines that are part of the in-game GPS. We got, this is spelt. Okay. I don't know what we do with spelt. Clearly we did get straw off it, so we get spelt straw. What do we do with spelt straw? Anybody know? I don't know. I have no idea. Spelt straw. It's like a whole thing. Spelt straw. I did see that there's a. Let's have a little moment over here, and we're just gonna dump the straw right into the silo. I assume I saw a silo over here, and I think we can just dump right off into it. It'd be easier, I think, than look at the ground in this. It's crazy. Hold, please. Did anybody else see that? Oh, what's the tool on the roof? What is happening there? Okay. I don't even know if we have a plow, so I don't know if I can even. I was thinking I could add some more to the edges of these fields because there's room to expand these fields. There's totally room. I was just looking at it a minute ago, and before I started, and you can see, like on this side, it's not as much, but on this one over here, I mean, crap, you could expand that quite a bit. So we may have to do that. What do we got over here? Is this one also spelt? No, I don't think it is. I think it's I want to say it's like barley or wheat. Do 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 do. Yeah, that one was the spelt, right? Yeah. Where am I? Oh, I'm right here. So that's what is that? It ain't cotton, I tell you that. Rye. It's rye. Okay. I can't even put on like GPS in terms of. I don't even know if it's in the. If it's in this. Oh no. I assume it is, but so yeah, some of this I think you could cut some of these trees back and you could really expand these fields. But I guess the question would be, do we want to like use the trees as lumber, right? Sell them, or um, we could even mill them. There's some small mills in the game. You could put a small mill set up on the farm itself and just mill the trees. Might be an interesting option just to see what we could make it make happen. Excuse me. So a lot of you guys already know that the reason for the name on the channel. Well, first of all, it's a changed channel name. A lot of you may come across the channel and be like, "Wait, when did I subscribe to this?" The thing of it is so it originally this channel was the Sim Asylum. Before that, it was Funny Farm Gaming. But the reason for the name change isn't. I'm not trying to hide anything. I wasn't trying to change something to get a different audience or anything like that. I took some time off because I needed it, mental health wise. I needed to get away from all of the stuff in the gaming communities. I did keep my Discord, but it got really small. A lot of my really close followers, people that became really good friends with me, stayed on in the Discord. But the channel itself, I deleted all my old content and everything. And coming back to the channel now, it's kind of a situation where I'm mid-50s gamer. I am still really into Farm Sim, and I'm still really into some of the other games that I really like to play. Farm Sim is probably my priority. So that's kind of where the name came from. It was I was doing some brainstorming, and it's kind of what came up. So for now, anyway, I'm telling you guys this just so you understand where I'm coming from, right? Because it's not really a situation where I'm not really coming at this from a numbers perspective. I'm not like, oh god, I want to build this huge channel and do all these things. I've been there, done that. Where I had a lot of followers at one point, and big streams with a lot of people in them, and this and that. And I would love to see that again, but at the same time, my priority is just kind of to relax and enjoy the game and share it with you guys. So, by all means, if you'd like to join the Discord, or you know, hang out in the stream, or I also have a Facebook page set up. And all those links will be down in the video description after the video posts. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just here to chill and have a good time, and hopefully you guys will want to hang out and do some of the same. I honestly don't even have moderators or anything yet at this point. I shouldn't say that out loud. I'll probably get like spam attacked now or something. But the thing is, like I said, there's a lot of people who have been involved in my kind of streaming path over the years, some of which I still have really good relationships with, some of which have gone on to do their own things, some of which don't want to be around the channel anymore. You know, it's all relevant, right? So I guess my point is just to say that you can't drive through there with the pipe out. No, my point is just to say that I hope you guys will give the channel a chance and kind of, you know, come hang out, see what you think. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the best farm sim player ever, because I'm not. I play this game completely just to have a good time. That's all. I'm just trying to enjoy it. And I really don't have any purpose beyond that other than just to enjoy the game. So, that being said, that gives you kind of an idea where I'm coming from. Yeah, I can't believe the defamation on the ground in here. I didn't know you could do this on regular dirt. I thought it was only in the fields. Somebody's figured something out. This is crazy. Oh, excuse me. My allergies are kicking up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, as a modder, because I am a modder, I build maps, and I do build some small mods and stuff, and I'm not going to tell you that I'm great at that either. You know, the reality is that all of these things are things I do just because I enjoy doing them. Nothing more. What's happening here? Maybe I gotta back up and do it on the ground. I don't know. Oh no. Oh goodness. Here we go. So it begins. I can't. It won't let me. I've done it. I've managed to get it stuck. Of course I did. That's what I do best. Break stuff. You'll find that out over time too if you hang around here any length of time. So what I'm really good at is breaking stuff. See? Told you. Now it's not even connected, and look what's happening. I'm stuck on the trailer. This is the kind of stuff that happens to me constantly in this game. This is why I don't claim to be the best farm sim player in the game or anything. If you know what I mean. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, let's see if we can get this unstuck. Nope, can't. We're just stuck here. Alright, well, I guess we could reset something. What if we reset, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reset the harvester and then we'll just drive it back up from the store because I don't know what else to do with it. It's just not, I don't have super strength or anything in here right now, so let's see. I got out of it. Why is it not giving me the thing? Come on. I have no idea. I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, we can just go for a boat ride soon and be done with it. So it looks like. Can I see the combine? I don't know. Okay, hold please. Hold please. Let's just do this. Let's see. I don't want to sell that. I just want to reset it. Are you kidding me? Oh God. Okay. All right. All right. I guess I can't reset it. I wonder if it's leased or something. It shouldn't be, but I don't know that for sure. Look at here. It's not leased. Sell, enter, previous. Huh. I don't know. Well, maybe I will sell the trailer off. Because, I mean, we don't really need the trailer. And then at least it's out of the way. That's weird, though. And we've already determined we can get around the farm without the trailer for now. As I said, if you are stopping by and you just want to say hello, feel free to say hello. I know, you're gonna be like, well, I don't know who this guy is. But feel free just to say hello, even if you only come by for a minute. At least then I know somebody's paying attention to what's happening, and maybe well, maybe we'll have a little dialogue. Maybe we won't. That's okay. Either or. All right, let's go. I wanted to see if we had a baler, and I don't know if there's a baler on this starting equipment. I feel like there wasn't, and so maybe I'll have to go down and get a baler. Can we even store? I don't even know. Can we? Okay. Golly, this driveway's a mess. What happened to this poor driveway? So what is these? What does this come up with? It just comes up as. No, it comes up as the crop type. Harvested rye. Let's see. Let's take a look in. Nothing in there. Let's see if we've got any baler. Cheapest round baler on the planet, right? Not really, but get this guy. Will this guy do standard? medium tires, wide tires, and then standard. But we are going to put some different tires on it because I mean we could use this. I could probably just lease it and just do those because it will only take a few minutes. I'm still going to spend $2,300, but we're going to lease it and then just bang those out real quick and we'll put the bales somewhere. Again, don't know how we're going to move the bales either, since I don't think I actually have any kind of a front loader or anything. But that's okay. Like I said, it's just an experiment. We'll see what happens. I have no idea what's going to happen. Oh gosh, I never do. Every time I load this game up, stuff happens that I don't understand why it's happening. So anyway, let me know if the volume sounds okay. If you guys are hearing things okay. If the balance is okay on the audio, because it was really my struggle last night was the audio. Trying to get the audio even close to right was, I don't know, it just didn't work. So we're gonna go down to the shop and pick up that baler, and I think it was over here to the right. I think. And then we'll have to find our way back to the farm. Don't look now, but we're gonna get there next week sometime. Speedy Gonzalez here. Gosh. I actually really like these roads though. I like that they're kind of potholed and, you know, rough gravel. They're not all paved. I say that, and then look what happens. I find a paved road. See what I mean? Alright, where is the shop from here? I think I'm gonna crash. Let's say it's to the right. Let's go right and find out. If it's not there, we'll always wish it was. Jeez, that guy's in a hurry. Oh yeah, look, we got the spinnery down here. We've got, so there's, what is this store right here? Oh, it's a fire department. Okay. Fire department. A couple other buildings. This is kind of a cool little area. I think we might have gone the wrong way for the shop, but let me look, because I'm not really sure where I'm at. I haven't spent a lot of time on this map yet, so I don't know. I'm kind of lost. Don't tell anybody. I'm kind of lost. Let's see. Okay, so the shop's up here, so we're just not there yet. Okay. It's up around the corner. Come on, giddy up, Betsy. I think that would be the farmer's market over there. Looks like a lot of the buildings and stuff on here are pretty much base game stuff, but they're just kind of repurposed, which is cool. I like that because it preserves the frame rates typically on a map. Because the buildings are optimized for the base game, it tends to make them work a little bit better, even on mod maps. Brakes on this tractor are atrocious. What do you guys think? Think we could pull this with this? It didn't occur to me. I checked the horsepower requirements. I should have. I just didn't occur to me. I don't think I've ever had one of these Zetors in my game. Like, I don't think I've ever played with one specifically. That's not to say it isn't a good piece of equipment. Just, I don't think it's one I've picked out to put in my game in the past. Kind of cool to have some of the old iron. It's got bayonet in it already. We should be good to go. Let's see if we can go make a couple bales. It's only going to be a couple, you know that, right? There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, sugar. Oh, that guy nearly took us out. I don't know who was more scared, him or me. Good Lord, we must be on a racetrack here. Oh, that's another interesting, like, so how many maps have you seen where the cars stop for the pedestrians? I've not seen that before. That's pretty cool. Huh. A lot of neat little things happening on this map. Look, dude, I'm going as fast as I can, alright? Yeah, thanks. Everybody's in such a hurry nowadays. Slow down, take your time, save a life. I don't know. Anyway. I think this is our driveway right here. I think. If we get all the way down there and it's not, well, and it's not, I don't know. Turn around and go back. You guys playing any of these maps? This one's the something lands of Ohio. I can't remember the exact name of the map, but there's like three maps that came out that are all very similar. They're made by the same author, and they all have like the same textures or same kinds of textures. A lot of the features are familiar in each one to the next like the bumpy roads, for instance, and the water in certain places that you have to cross, and the muddiness in the yard and all that kind of thing. This is the first one of them that I've looked at to play, but I've seen mod reviews. I think Mr. Sealy P was doing one the other day, and I know I've seen some of the other guys do them. Just wondering if any of you guys have been playing on any of these maps. All three of them look like they're really nicely made, well done maps. This is what gets me, this deformation right here. I don't know. I've never seen this done in a map like this before, so I'm assuming that it has something to do with. I almost think it might have. There was a map that came out, Mud Physics. Not a map, a mod that came out. It was called Mud Physics, and I wondered at the time that I first saw this happening if that could be related somehow. If the Mud Physics mod settings were what they were using to create this into the map? I don't know. I have no idea. It'd be interesting to talk to the author of the map and see how they made that work. Just because I do make some maps, so it makes me curious. I'm one of those people that, I want to know how it works. Show me how it works. I don't know how many bales we'll get off these two little fields, but so now the question is that a straw bale or a rye bale? Don't know. We'll find out in a minute. And I don't know if they have any value to them or not, but I figured if we were going to harvest the field, we might as well cut the straw down and make some bales out of it. Why not? Why not? Coming around. Oh, good God. I gotta get my wheel set up. It's funny, I took it down because I was doing some work on my desk in the area around it. And it's not hard to set back up. It's on a wheel stand, so all I gotta do is just take a minute and move it back over and plug it in. But I haven't done it yet. And every time I think about doing it, I'm like, if I take the time to do it right now, And then I play the game a little bit with my controller, and I'm like, why haven't you set that back up yet, you dummy? You know what I mean? It's like procrastination city. Oh gosh. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I don't, like I said, this is such I'm so rusty at this. I mean, I spent almost, I think it was 8 years building my other channel, and I was having a lot of fun. But, a bunch of weird stuff happened in my life, and I went through a kind of a nasty divorce and a lot of, I don't know, just turmoil. And so I kind of gave up on it for a while. Recently I was like, I want to do it again. It gives me something to do that I enjoy doing, like hanging out with people. So hopefully people will start to come back at some point. In the meantime, I'll be here, even if it's just me. Yeah, stop. There's no brakes on this tractor whatsoever. Not a bit. Not even a little. Pretty impressed with this map. It plays pretty well. It's not laggy or anything. It's pretty clean. Have to put some decent tractors and stuff in so that we can play it for a little while. I still want to play American Farmland some, but I'm starting to question if the map base, because I made that base back when the game 25 first came out. Now I'm starting to think maybe there's some shader issues or something with it, because I'm having a lot of trouble with textures on that map. But I don't know. So while I want to play it, I also really appreciate a map that plays smoothly like this. So I don't know, maybe we'll just run through some maps that are currently out. See what kind of hits and what doesn't. This one might be fun, kind of fun though. Like I said, I'd see some expansion possibilities. Aloha. Now, what does that mean? Hello or goodbye? Because it means both, you know. Are you coming or going? How's it going, Razor? How's the audio tonight? Can you hear me a little better tonight? Last night, I could not get the audio right to save my life. Well, if I know, that's why I use it. Yeah, okay. That's right. I'll take that. That's fair. Yeah, I was pretty much trying to get, and I don't know how it looks on your end. It looks pretty good here, visually wise, but I mean, there's going to be a few nights of testing, right, to get everything set back up and running. Um, but it's starting to feel like it's coming in. Good, I'm good. I appreciate it, man. How you been, man? Been a while since we talked. Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. You're alive. I feel that, man. I feel that. I'll tell you, when I left the other channel behind and decided I was going to do some things differently, I don't have the unload freaking thing in here, do I? Anyway, there was a lot of stuff going on in my life, and I was like, you know, I don't know how I'm going to deal with all this stuff. But I'll tell you, man, things come around from places you don't expect them to come from. Yep, I can't unload it early. Doggone it. Well, I wonder if I can go over to the other field and just pick up where I left off. If it'll just change over to this other. See that things have shifted for me as well. Yeah, yeah. I hope for the better. I'll tell you, man. It's sometimes you just need to take a break and from everything. And I know I did. I needed it. I needed to get away from all of the negativity and all of the stuff that was happening at that time, and wow, what a difference it's made in my life since. Now I'm spending a lot more time with my kids and my grandkids, and having a lot of fun doing that. Okay, what do I want to unload? Oh, nope, I wanted that on. What's happening here? I can't get it to unload. Something ain't right here. I don't know what's happening. It was just working. Y'all saw it. It was just working. Why is it not working now? I wonder. Yeah, I got the automatic drop on. It should have dropped, but it didn't. No. Well, we somehow broke the baler. You seeing this, right? I swear to God, I don't stage this stuff. I swear to God, I don't. It happens every single time I play this game. Goofiest stuff happens to me in this game, and I don't know why. I can't tell you. I don't know. Oh gosh. One of these days, I'm just gonna make a compilation reel of every screwed up thing that's happened, because it would be like hours. It would be hours long. Y'all would be like, "Oh my God, it's like a comedy reel." Yeah, it occurs to me now that I've bailed these up, I don't have any way to move them. I have no idea how I'm gonna pick them up and move them because I don't have a front loader. Um, I don't know. Anyway, so probably we'll try to stream a little earlier in the evening most nights. I think I'm gonna try to set a goal for a couple of nights a week around about 9 o'clock ish. It might be earlier than that, but it's hard to tell because it, my work schedule changes so much. I don't know half the time whether I'm going to be done at 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever. It just changes all the time. But I'm usually always done by like 9. And I was just thinking a couple nights a week to start with. Hopefully some of you guys will take a fancy to things and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Come hang out. If you're already liked and subscribed, well, you can, I don't know, hit the thumbs up and tell your friends about the channel. Or not. Whatever. It is what it is. What do you guys think of, okay, so I'm going to ask, and if anybody is in here that wants to have an opinion, that's cool. If you don't, that's fine too. But this next new expansion, what do you guys think of that? I mean, how's anybody feeling about that? I don't know, man. The coffee beans, I love the idea of the coffee beans. I have always wanted to have coffee beans on my farms. At one point in 17 or 19, I had modded them into the map that I was building just so I could have them on the farm. So I think it's kind of cool that they're putting them in the base game now. I don't love the idea that they're on the vine, because that means we got to use all that vine equipment. And I don't know if you've tried any of that with grapes or any of those things, but it's not a lot of it's not that easy to use that stuff. It takes a little bit of practice to get decent with. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that yet, but I love the idea that the coffee's coming in. Somebody said they saw, what the heck was it they were talking about? They saw something else in one of the pictures that they felt like indicated something else coming, and I don't remember what it was that they were talking about at the time. So I don't know if everything that we've seen so far is all of it, or if there's more to come beyond that. The alpacas, I could take them or leave them. I mean, whatever. I mean, hopefully there'll be another source of wool. right? Like but it would be different kind of wool, right? Or unless they just lump it into wool. I don't know. We've seen that before too, haven't we? But just call it wool. That's what we'll do. Sometimes they have these bad habits of just throwing everything in that's repurposing something we already have and calling that good. I don't love that when they do that. Alright, let's take this down to the stoa. Get rid of it. Although I guess I could just return it from right here. Have them come pick it up. Maybe that's what I'll do. You know what? I do need to get I need some sort of a plow. I want to increase the size of these fields. However, I gotta get these things off the field first. So, I wonder if I can get one of those bale spikes. You can just back up to the, hook to the 3-point. I don't know what to call that. I'm sure there's a name for it. Let's look. No, it's not that one. That's the thing that's up on the roof. How it got up there, I have no idea. But it's up there. Maybe I should see if we have a baler up there too. Let's see. Fall through a floor? Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you have a pillow to land on. How about that? Just be careful. Those floors, they can be problematic. Oh God, where do I find one of those bale spikes that you just back up to it and hook it to your 3-point? I feel like it's got to be in here somewhere, but I don't know where to look. It ain't there. Wrappers. Maybe it's in transport. No. What about one of those? Could we pick them up with that? Maybe. Let's try it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Well, actually, does it have to? No, that's the wrong kind of attachment. I don't have a 3-point thingy on there. Maybe I just lease a trailer for 2.2 seconds. How much is this to lease? It literally is going to be like 2.2 seconds. I know, it seems silly, but I also don't know if I can pull this. I honestly don't. This little tractor may go, no, not gonna do it. Alright, back to the shop. Drop this off and grab the little trailer and see if we can just pick those up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It could be too big, and I'm not sure that it's going to fit in around the farm real well, so it could turn into a whole nightmare in and of itself, but we'll try it. I want to look at all the viable areas around our little farm, because it looks like there's a lot of area that wasn't really I shouldn't say well used. I should say not completely used. And if that's the case, then maybe it would be worth buying some of those stuff up and expanding those fields out a bit just to get started until we get really going. The other thing I thought about doing is taking some contracts around the area and trying to build up some money that way. I know some people would cut all the trees down and create lumber and sell them and whatever. I don't do logging if I can help it. I could cut the trees down and saw them up into lumber just to make the money, but I don't know. It's just not my thing. I'm not a fan of logging in the game. I'm trying to stay a little bit off the road for these cars, but well, here we go with the crosswalk again. It's very cool that the cars stop for the pedestrian traffic. I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that in every. If you put a pedestrian spline across the road, will it always stop the traffic spline? I don't know. I've never done it. Mostly because I figured the cars would just run them over. I remember way back when I first started playing this game, well, FS13 for sure. The cars in FS13 were downright aggressive. They'd kill you. They'd wipe you out just for the fun of it. And it was, some days it got kind of comical. You could send all kinds of stuff and launch it into outer space just by putting it in front of a car. But it seems like they play better now, so I guess that's a good thing. But slurs the trigger. Yeah, see, like this is the base game shop, but it just looks a little nicer and it's laid out better. So I don't know. I really like that that they chose to use the base game stuff to kind of make it work, and still looks really nice. There's a trade-in mod that's kicking around out there now too. I just saw the other day. That's kind of neat. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but essentially you can trade in vehicles when you're buying something else, and based on the repair and the paint and the age of the vehicle and all kinds of different things, it'll give you opportunities to make more or less money on your trade-in. And I think as it sits when you first install it, it's like 30%, 30% of the value of the vehicle is the max trade-in you can get of the vehicle you're going to purchase, right? So, but I was looking, and I think the settings show you being able to up that. So, I mean, it could have some potential. Crunch. Yeah, I have no idea if this thing will even pull this. Again, this is one of those things where the tractor may not have nearly what it needs for power. We'll probably get out there and be doing wheelies or something. Oops. Other gear, Chris. I did not even look at traffic. I'm just pulling out because I figure if they hit me, I will have more money to spend on new equipment when the insurance pays out. Look at this jackwagon. He goes and he swings around me, and then he has to stop anyway for pedestrians. He clearly learned to drive in the U.S. Has no patience whatsoever. Alright, back to the farm, see if we can get this thing to pick up these bales, and then we'll stack them up somewhere. I suppose they should go inside so that they don't rot away. Although, I don't know, maybe I'll just take them right over to the farmer's market and sell them. It's right up the road here. Put a little money back in our bank account and see if we can get a little boost there. And I think maybe I wanna look at doing some contracts. Sorry, I blanked out for a minute there. I want to look at doing some contracts so that we can kind of build up some money to get some better equipment and expand our fields and maybe even buy more fields. Kind of see where it goes from there. I do love this bumpy road. That's not the road to the farm, that's a road to a field. Deer crossing signs everywhere. You know, the other thing speaking of deer, I was thinking of animals now. The other thing I've been playing with in my game is that the pack that has the pigs in it, or the boar, wild boar, whatever they want to call them. And I don't know. I'm still not convinced that that really works the way it's supposed to. What is it, the Rado pack or something? It seems like even if I put down the feeders, those things still want to eat all of my crops, and I don't know why. Don't you dare get stuck. I don't know. I might be doing something wrong with it too. I just don't know. I just know it doesn't seem to work the way I thought it would work. Whatever, I mean, it's like anything. It's like the whole thing with the expansion, right? So my very first thought was, oh, copy, that's cool. And then I thought, well, if it doesn't, you know, the alpacas, and that's all there is. There's a couple more vehicles, but not much great, you know. Is it really worth the money? But the reality is, I sit here and I say that, and then I know that when the time comes, I'm going to be like, I don't want to miss out on it, so I'm going to buy the damn thing, right? It's like, why am I doing that to myself? But I know I'm going to, so there's no point in fighting it at this point. It's just like, yeah, just shut up and stop thinking about it. You know you're gonna buy it. You guys do that? I do it. I do it every time something comes out. I'm like, well, I don't know if I'll really use it. Screw it, I'm getting it. Right? Oh gosh, I guess it's just the way it is. So it's funny, these just came up as round bales. It's all. I only got 6 of them out of these 2 fields, but I think what we'll do is take them down to the farmer's market and sell them, and just see what they give us. Maybe a little something, and then we can drop the trailer back off because I don't really need it. If nothing else, maybe it'll cover the cost of the lease on the baler and the trailer here. Probably not, but it doesn't hurt to try. I still need to figure out what to do as far as those fields go. I would I don't know. I might just let them sit while I do a few contracts and build up some money in the bank, because I'd like to open them up a bit more, but I I don't really know what I'm going to put in them yet, or any of that yet at all. So to try to get a game plan together, it might be just worth taking some time and working them a little bit. Working, you know, around the map. I really am trying to make this go faster. It just will only go this fast. This little tractor, it's cool. It's a cool little tractor, but at some point in the not too distant future, it needs to get upgraded. I really like the details, though. I was just noticing some of the lighting, and not lighting like the environment lighting, but like the lights on the side of the road, and the signs and the poles, and this just a lot. It's just a lot. It's not a huge map. It's not like a 4X or anything. It's a regular size map, but it's got a lot of cool stuff on it, and I just think that's neat. I think it could be a lot of fun to play long term, or at least for a while. Got a lot of room for expansion too. A lot of room for expansion. I'm gonna go up there to the farmer's market, I think, to sell these. I should have looked to see if there was someplace else to sell bales. I didn't even think to look, and that's my bad, but I just don't really... I don't really feel like driving too far with this slow little caravan anyway, so we'll take the 7 bales that we got to the farmer's market and see if they give us $1 for them. Maybe they give them, we get real lucky, maybe they'll give us 2. Coming around the corner, coming around. I know I saw the farmer's market up here, I just don't know exactly where. I saw it across the field. I saw it from afar. So, yeah, there it is right there. There's a lot of traffic in this town. All right. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. $2, right? What do you think? $2? Why did we get a penalty for? That's weird. Holy crap, that we made 2,800 bucks. Do I want to know what you're doing falling through floors? Listen, I thought you knew by now, if you're going to cut holes in floors, you don't stand near the hole. and you don't have to worry about falling through. I got no brakes. I got no brakes. I got no brakes. I told you I had no brakes. I'm trying, okay? It's a tractor. It doesn't go that fast. Alright, let's go get rid of this trailer before I change my mind. I don't, honestly, if I had more than that on there, I would have never been able to move it. So, we got $2,800 for the bales, but that wasn't really much considering the amount we had to spend to make the bales. But it's better than wasting the straw, so I'll take it. At least for now. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, right? It just... Here, take this godforsaken trailer back. You weren't even home when it happened. Well, okay, so you can't really be blamed. Fun story. We remodeled the kitchen here this year, and my son-in-law, one of my son-in-laws, was running the nail gun, putting down new subfloor after the plumber had come and replumbed the kitchen. So we moved the sink and dishwasher to the other side of the room, essentially. And so he came and he did all the plumbing. And my son-in-law was up there with the nail gun and doing his thing, and all of a sudden water starts pouring out of the ceiling downstairs. Apparently, I don't know if you knew this, but a nail gun will drive a nail through a copper pipe without any problem whatsoever. Poor guy. He felt really bad, and I was just like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just, it happens. So, yeah, we fixed it. We called the plumber, and the plumber came right back, and he was like, no problem, I'll get that fixed up for you. And then it was kind of funny because after we got it all fixed, he looks at me and he hands me the nail gun and he says, I'm not doing any more with this thing. It's on you now. I was like, all right, I'll do it. It was kind of funny though. Whoa, what's going on there? Look at the line of traffic. There's a lot of traffic on this map. Like a lot. Oh gosh. It's fun. You know, anytime you're doing DIY stuff or you're doing remodeling or whatever, you know, it's this is always an adventure. Very seldom does everything go smoothly without anything happening. It's kind of the same story with Farm Sim. As soon as I turn this game on, something stupid happens. The mail guy tried to... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. The mail guy almost got in an accident. Oh, good lord. Did you guys see that? That was not my fault. I'm just saying. I want witnesses. Not my fault. This thing is so slow. I thought it was slow because of that trailer, but it's only going a mile an hour more now than it was. Yeah. Spilled all over the floor, sadly, an area we didn't walk in, so it rotted out the subfloor. Right, because you didn't even notice it, right? Yeah. Yep. That happens. Um, I had that happen with a hot water tank once. It was in a closet, and it rotted the floor out, and didn't know it because, well, you don't walk into the closet. It wasn't a walk-in closet. I mean, I guess you do nowadays, but at the time, this is early on when I was first married, and it was we just didn't go in that closet much. We had no reason to go into the closet as much as just put stuff in it, you know. So yeah, I've been there, done that. I can completely identify with that, Razor. Completely identify with it. And of course, it always happens at a time when you just don't have time to deal with it. It's just not good timing, right? At least that's my life. It's the story of my life. It's this field over here. We don't own that one, do we? No, it's too bad. That's a big field. So I was thinking, yeah, I don't know what to do with these yet. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm gonna probably do some contracts and see what comes of it. We borrow the equipment for contracts, then it, makes it that much easier. Um, Probably seed these without too much. What is over here? What's going on in the woods here? It's a mud hole. Okay, I don't want to know what that's about. I just think I'm not gonna drive into it. I just don't think it's a good plan. But what do I know? It strikes me kind of funny with this is that there's all this mud around the yard, right? Because obviously we're sinking into it all over the place. But there's no mud on my tractor. None. So how's that work? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, if you look at the map, these are the two little fields that we just did, right? And I mean, look at the rest of them around us. Everything is huge. So maybe these are smaller, but so there's a lot of opportunities here. I don't know what the prices are like though. Let me see. You're talking about so 68 for that one. 202 for that one. So we definitely need to make some money if we want to expand any. It's just kind of. It does look like we have some room out behind the shed here. Long story short, my mom is struck and I had to move the old man over here with us, and she's moving in as soon as we get the fiasco picking down. That's how we discovered the floor was when I started ripping carpet. Like I said, timing is always great, isn't it? Oh gosh, I'll tell you, man. You know, that stuff. It's just I guess it's just life, but it's just crazy some of the stuff that happens. But I'm glad you're doing okay, man. And it sounds like you've got that licked. Uh, for me, well, one of the big things that I don't mind talking about it. So one of the big things that changed for me was I was living in South Carolina, and my daughter called me one day and said, um, if you want to come up to Maryland, because my son-in-law's in the Navy, so we're in Maryland right now. But I'm not going into all the details of that, obviously. And so she said, if you want to come up here, that we have plenty of room. And I was like, well, all right. I mean, I didn't have any family left down in the Carolinas or anything. So I moved up. It's been, God, it's been 3 years now. And it gives me all kinds of time to hang out with my grandkids and my kids. It's the best move I ever made. And so that's kind of where I'm at now. But it's just funny how things change. You go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. But let's see. Bailing. Do we want to do bailing contracts? Not really. I really don't like bailing contracts. Deadwood harvesting. We can do some harvesting maybe. Jeez, look at this one. $40,000. Why is that so much? Which field is that? Oh, it's 46. That's why. Field 46. There's 46. It's this one up here. It's only 14 hectare. I wonder how big a thing they're going to give us. I don't know. Maybe we'll save that. Yeah, this is really amazing to me that this is all rutted up like this and there's no mud on the tractors. And how do you get this unrutted? Can we unrut it? Is there a way? Or will it unrut when the game resets? I don't know. It's just weird. So this goes all the way back, and we own quite a bit of this. I was thinking maybe to cut a few of these trees and bring this field back a bit and expand it. If I was going to excuse me, if I was going to buy some of these other fields on the edges here, it might be cool, because then I could expand them right across, but at the same time, it's a whole lot of field at that point. Yeah, you remember that whole PTSD thing we talked about way back when? Turns out there's a TBI hiding behind it that's been invented to deal with. Good lord, dude. Oh, yep, I remember that. I'm still on that adventure myself. No TBIs though, thankfully. Living the dream. That's what we call that, right? Living the dream. Listen, the way I look at it is there's a path through life, and everybody has their path. And just because we don't know what it is doesn't mean we're not going to be on it, right? So some days we just get sucked down a trail we didn't expect to be on. But hey, I mean that's how we grow and that's how we learn. We have to make mistakes to improve ourselves. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. So, well, guys, it is getting to be almost 1 o'clock here. So I think I'm going to kick this off for tonight, and then I'm going to try to start a little earlier in the evening. I'm probably going to try to start around 9 o'clock. And let's see, what's today? Today's Wednesday. So maybe Friday night. I was thinking maybe Friday night. So definitely, if you are interested in hanging out and seeing where we go with this map, come back. If you're not, well, phooey on you. No, kidding. I would love to see people come back, obviously. If you're not subscribed, I'm going to do it. Do the like and subscribe thing for me, would you please? And definitely share the channel. If you know anybody who might be interested in just farm sim from a stupidity angle, come find me. I'll show it to you. Anyway, But I appreciate you guys coming on. I see a few different people pop in and out tonight, and I know that not everybody uh, stayed in all the whole time or whatever. But this really was kind of a testing bed for me tonight, so it was good to see kind of where it went, and I think we've got a pretty good handle on it. So I hope. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna shut off the lights and close up the game shed, but come back and see us again. And thanks for coming out. See you later, guys.